get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. So you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and they. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.
Welcome to another episode of Drinking After Dark, a podcast where we discuss random topics while having a few drinks. I'm your host, Darius, and as always, drink responsibly. And y'all make sure y'all follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Tonight, I have a very special guest with me. He's a father, husband, and he's also a really talented artist. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Darrion Brown. What's going on?
Yeah. I'm doing good, man. You know, it's all like just kicking it, man. You know.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Let the people know what you're drinking on tonight.
Like I'm sipping on this Moscato. You know, just taking it light. You know, it's all like just enjoying my day off. You know.
And I was suggested to try this drink. It's basically some New Amsterdam. Pineapple mixed with some Sprite. It's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink a little bit of it. Maybe it'll grow on me, but you know, it was suggested to me by somebody, and I'm gonna just go ahead and just try it out. You know, I'm not gonna turn anything down. But yeah, y'all continue to
no wrong with it.
Y'all continue to follow the platform, man. Give me more suggestions what I should drink on, because y'all know usually what I drink on is Crown Royal vanilla mixed with Dr. Pepper cream soda. So that's my go-to drink. But I am willing to try different things and definitely give my feedback on this. So later on in the episode, when I take a couple more, sips of this, I'll give my honest, full opinion about it. Before we get started, man, I just want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Joe Shakinab at shakinab.com. Go visit shakinab.com for services, monthly updates, and contact information. Once again, visit shakinab.com, promoting leadership and scholarship. So, D, man, why don't you go introduce yourself and tell the people a little bit about yourself?
So, my name, my real name is Darrion. My artist name is Big Neek. I'm a music artist from Clarksville, Tennessee. Music. Got like working on my little clothing line right now called 931 Kids, like that's in the work and everything. And got an album coming out at the end of this month, it's called Nikki. So
definitely, man. So let's go and get into it, man. Let's talk about your music, man. How long you been doing music and what made you get started? What was that thing that made you like, I want to be an artist?
I've actually started music back in 2009. I wasn't taking it serious until 2017, and what got me into music, I it's a funny story because I was hopping on iTunes one day, after basketball practice. I was on a basketball team when I was like 13 or whatnot, and that's when I first heard this album called Illmatic by Nas. And after listening to that will make me be like, okay, like I want to do this. I want to be an artist. I want to just make music for the love of it. For the culture and everything. And been taking it serious for the last 5 years, and doing everything, doing everything independently. So yeah,
that's what's up, man. So your latest project. Let's talk a little bit about your latest project.
Nikki, okay.
Yeah, let's talk about that, man. Tell me the process, when it's going to be out. Let the people know a little bit about it.
Oh yeah, so I've been working on it since last summer. I was taking my time with it. Just was cooking the bird slowly. I didn't want to give it out halfway done, but I just just nothing but just positive vibes. There's 9 songs on there. Like I got some songs you can like vibe out to, some songs you can cook out to, and some songs for the ladies and everything. And like I got this song with Mike Rich called "You Got It," and I got this other song called "Back to the Basics" with Prince B and Dalla G on there. Like that one is like that one is heat as well. I'm just having fun with the music right now, man. Just having fun with everything and stuff. And it's coming out at the end of October, the beginning of November. So I just got done with it right now. It's being mixed and mastered at this moment. So yeah.
And when it comes out, where can they find it?
Oh, they can find it on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Tidal. It's gonna be like the entire digital platform. Heck, I might even upload it on Facebook. So like it's just gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, when we first met, we first met through Alley Cat, and
Yeah.
and I met you. I kind of felt like you have this. I knew you were an artist and everything, but your presence, I'm like, I think this dude, his music translates to his personality. Because I could feel like,
Always.
like me and you have this similar personality where we kind of lay back and everything.
Of course.
Like me, I'm actually quiet by nature, which is kind of a shock that I have a podcast where I'm doing a lot of talking, but I'm quiet by nature. But once you find something that you really like and you enjoy it, you will always put your heart into it. You will fully express
Always.
yourself.
Always.
So I've really seen your growth from the moment we met up to now, and I gotta say I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank
Keep
you. Thank you.
keep doing what you're doing and everything. By the way, if people want to
Thank
get
you.
in contact with you, what platforms are you on? Where they can follow you or
Okay. So I have a like all my Instagram, my Twitter, like I have like my handle is the same. If you type in Neekis Me, NEAKISME, then like you can just easily like I'm there. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, Snapchat, everywhere.
so who were like your influences, like in terms of music? Like who's some of the guys that you listen to that you were influenced by?
Um that's a good question. I'm influenced by everybody, honestly. I'm gonna give you three. So I'm influenced by Jay Z. I'm influenced by Pharrell Williams because of how he, like writes music and how he, arrange things. Um, and also, I'm just influenced um, by Nas. Yep.
That's what's up. Because a lot of times, you could tell when somebody, put their work out there, you could tell they're influenced by somebody else.
By
Like
somebody else. Mm-hmm.
so those are some, great, great people that you're influenced by. I don't have anything negative to say about them. So
Mm-hmm.
they're amazing. They're talented. I mean, you can't deny that.
No, not at all. You know, yeah. So like those were the three people that I listened to growing up and everything. And when I listen to music and stuff, I always like try to like fit myself, like into that song or into that record. So
Definitely, definitely. Uh, Out of all the songs that you have written and recorded, I know this is
mhm.
probably gonna be a tough question for you. Which one is your favorite?
The one that's my favorite, to be honest with you, hey, that's a hard question. Because like with 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 uh with all the mixtapes I put out and stuff, and with this work, like it was like a different time of my life. Right now, it has to be Water Guns because I feel like on that song Water Guns, it's like it's already out. It's on my YouTube. Like if you look up Big Nick Water Guns, you can find it. But it's like on that song, I was just like talking about what's going on in the society and everything, and how things used to be back then and how things are now and everything. Just I feel like that's my favorite one. Because like honestly, so like I wrote that song in less than a day, and I just zoned out. And when I heard the final results and everything, I was like, okay, I'm blown away from this record.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking, because you mentioned how things were back then versus how things are now. What's some of the
Hmm.
biggest things have you seen change over the years? Like,
Um,
I know it's a lot, but what do you
it
think?
is.
What has changed the most in your eyes from back
In,
then to now?
in my eyes, and from back then to now, um, to be honest with you, it's just like a lot of gentrification that's going on in the city. Um, basically, it's of like excuse me, I'm sorry, it's Moscato. But like just gentrification, and basically like how we treat one another, um like especially like when it comes to the youth, when it comes to people around my age, in the early 20s and stuff, and early to mid 20s. And so like it just things change, you know what I'm saying? Like um when it comes to basically, like, let's say if somebody have an issue with this other person, so like we just talk things out and everything, but things just goes into violence and everything, and which is not the right, not the right way, and so like, and that's what I've seen and stuff. And also I've seen a lot of gentrification that's going on around the US as well. So
Yeah, it's we always gonna have change. That's just how the
oh
world
yeah, of
is. We're
course.
gonna continue to have change, but I think a lot of times, um, what plays a big part in people's lives. I've had this conversation with many people. From my
Hmm.
standpoint, social media has changed
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
Uh,
much in
it
terms of,
has. Uh-huh.
because I remember when MySpace first came out, you
Oh yeah.
know, you had to go home, because this is before, if anybody know this, all the young kids probably don't know this. But cell phones weren't always handheld
Nah.
computers. Basically, that's what it is. It's your
Yeah, yeah.
multi entertainment device, if you really put it that way, right? From
Hmm.
talking on the phone to texting to now you can FaceTime or whatever. You can go on the internet, got all your apps. You can play games on your phone.
Mm.
All, so it's changed so much. But
You're right about that.
from MySpace, from the having the top 8 to when you get home from school, you check your MySpace and you see you got new
Hmm.
messages and you just so excited because you don't know who sent it to you. It could be, and I'm be. It was also kind of a way to kind of like, if you want to have somebody on the side, you could get away with that
Of
because
course. Of course. Yeah.
you had to go home, check your messages, and then you could easily delete it. If you're gonna bring somebody over and all that stuff. But it went from that, and then you start seeing, the Facebooks and the Instagrams and
Facebooks and all
Twitter and
the
Snapchat,
TikToks.
TikTok, all that
Yeah.
stuff started coming about. And now you start seeing people who are, from my perspective, they're valuing themselves based on
Hmm.
the numbers they get on social media in terms of the followers, the likes, the comments, and all of that stuff. So it's like your whole world is centered around this app.
Hmm.
And
Of
I'm
course.
always asking, like, if they were to take that away tomorrow,
Mm.
how will you survive? Because you put so much value
Hmm.
into that to value yourself. How are you going to survive? And some people, how are you going to make money?
Of course. Yeah. And you know
So
what? Like that's a good point. Because I remember like I remember the MySpace era as well, and like I was that kid that had the Motorola flip, and like coming from that and stuff, right? To now and stuff, like basically, so like you don't even like need a laptop or a desktop computer, to do anything, like you just do everything like on your cell phone. Like to me, like I honestly think that it's a good thing, because like I feel like that social media is a much easier way for people to communicate and for people to get back at you, you know. Like I had to get used to it, you know, like I had to blend in, you know. Like it was hard for me to get into to the TikTok and everything because, you know, like usually so like when people want to contact me, so like, hey, like I give people my phone number and everything, but I found out that hey, it's like there's like it's a different, you know, a different time now. So
Yeah, you're definitely more accessible now than you were back then. You know, it's just that, you know, I think depending on how you use it, it could be a good thing, then sometimes it could be a bad thing. You know, everything got its pros and cons to it.
Oh yeah, of course.
I know with you, definitely with me, I use it more for promotional purposes.
Yep, for business.
And or, you know, if I want to, I'll get into that a little later. I'm gonna talk about that a little later because
Okay.
it's fun for me. I don't care who it is. You know how you could piss off a lot of people with one
Oh
post?
yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yo.
It could it is
I
so,
know.
especially we're gonna get into it a little later because I'm gonna bring this back up. But you know, back to like marketing, you know, all that stuff. It's really good, especially, you know, if you're trying to get your name out there, your brand out there. You know, it's a good tool to have. And I think, you know, you gotta, and some businesses don't like to be on social media like that. But now that's like the new, I mean, you got Google, right? Which is the, you know, the search engine. But now you got all these other like Facebook, Instagram, where people can find you now and like, oh, okay, this is where they located at. I see pictures, I see what y'all doing. I'm gonna come check y'all out. So I mean, it just depends on how you use it. It's, you know, it's a good thing. You know, some people use it for bad. You know, I
Yeah,
don't care.
for negative energy and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and before we move on, I gotta tell y'all, please, social media is not a therapy place.
It's not, please. Hey,
It's
it's like I had to learn that myself, you know. Yep. I
yeah,
had to
so
learn.
you know, it's not meant. You know, if you got issues, you know, go seek professional help. Don't put it on
Please.
social media because 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get the type of advice that you're looking for. Unless
Nope.
you're looking for recommendations, you know, that's a good way to, you know, for people to, yeah, like, yeah, go to this person, yeah, go to that person, you know. But if you got some real issues, you know, or you got something going on in your relationship, don't put that on Facebook. Don't put that on TikTok
Don't and
or,
stuff.
you know, whatever. It's some things should be kept in private.
In
That's,
private, yes.
but
Completely
you,
private.
but you also said that you have a clothing brand too, man. Let's talk a little bit about that. What's
Oh
the
yeah,
clothing
so
brand?
oh yeah, like it's called 931 Kids, and oh, that's my baby in the background. But the clothing brand is called 931 Kids, and you know, like it's a clothing line for adults and for kids as well. You know, my plan for that, right? What I really want to do is like on the first release, it's, you know, it's gonna be like the basic logo and everything. I got the logo already made. And so shout out to this logo designer. Her name is Brianna Nicole. She designed the logo. And you know, right now I'm just going over the legal things right now. And hopefully, you know, by the end of the year it should be, you know, done and already you know, set to go. But my plans, right? My plans for the 931 Kids clothing line is that like I see a lot of artists, you know, like around the city, and I just want to like collaborate with them, you know, with this clothing brand, and you know, so like let's say for instance, right, if I collab with this one artist, right, all the proceeds, you know, from my work is gonna go towards him, you know, so that he can eat, you know, as well. So basically.
That's what's up. And how did you come up with like starting your own clothing brand?
You know, I just want honestly to be honest with you, I want to do something for the city. You know, I want to do something for the city of Clarksville and everything. And the reason why that I call it Clarksville Kids is because all of us, you know, so like all of us adults, is like we all have that inner child in each other, you know. And basically, so like my message with the 931 kids is that like don't let that inner child uh get crushed by negative energy like in his world, you know. So
That's what's up, man. And you said everything should be finalized by the end of this year, early next year.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely, man. Hey, look, you have support of this platform. So once you get all that together, you want to come back on and push it some
Oh,
more,
of course. Oh
man.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on back.
I got you.
Hey, look, if you want me to rock a free shirt and push it out there for you, hey, look, man, it's all about supporting others, man.
Of course.
I think that's the one thing we don't really talk about enough is about supporting,
Mm-hmm.
the next person who's chasing after their dreams. So it's like, hey,
Yeah,
man, you
exactly.
see this person that's really focused on this.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be your dream because it's not your dream, but that doesn't mean you can't support whatever this individual is doing, regardless what it may be. It could be
Mm-hmm.
music, it could be their own clothing brand. They want to start their own restaurant, or
Mm-hmm.
start their own podcast. If they want to go into business for themselves, whether selling candy or
Mm-hmm.
jewelry, um, like cologne, perfume, whatever the case may be, man. You see somebody out there, go and support them and encourage them.
Of course, always, always, always. It's up, like always, you know, and you know what? Like I support everybody in Clarksville. Like if they doing their music or they got they brand going and stuff, like I'm always out there supporting, you know, 100%. So
Yeah, definitely,
yeah,
man. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'd like to see what you
thanks,
have
man.
going next. And I know you're really passionate about what you're doing because
Always.
you have a vision. I think a lot of times when people just do stuff, they just do it and they don't really have a real vision for it.
They
But
don't.
but
Mhm.
for the fact that you have this vision, and I think it will be successful. It probably will take
Thank you,
some
thank
time for you to get there, but if you stay on that path, man,
you.
you'll be all right. You'll be good. So,
Thanks, man.
hey,
Thanks, man.
you got the support of me. You got the support of this platform. Like I said, when it's up and running, you got a product ready. You want to show it to the people. Come on back to the podcast, man. We'll put you out there.
Always, always, man. Hey, it's the same to you, man. So you always have my support as well and everything. You know, I like what you're doing out here. So yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it. Appreciate it. And y'all
No
know
problem.
I was talking about this drink I was drinking on.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it's actually been growing on me, to be honest with you. I guess I got used to the initial taste because it's pineapple. So it's like I'm not really a big pineapple fan, but it kind of, after the initial taste, I start drinking a little bit more. I can see I'm about almost out of it, but it's all right. It's cool. Would I go back to it? Maybe. But
Yeah, maybe.
you know, because see, I'm a brown guy though. That's the thing about it. I'm a brown guy through and
Mm-hmm.
through. So this is really stepping out my element. You know, and I don't understand the debate whether you drink clear or you drink brown.
Wow.
I'm
I don't understand it neither, man.
like, so what? You like
Yeah,
what you like. I like what I like. So be it. You know.
exactly.
And there's some
Yeah.
there was some good stuff. I remember uh some of the stuff I drunk early on, like in my early 20s. I remember the Polar Ice. I drunk that. Um Seagrams was all right. I'm not really a big gin guy, but vodka, the flavor of vodka stuff, that's really like depending on what it
Mm-hmm.
is. You got the grape, you got the watermelon flavor, of course, the apple, which is kind of like popular across the board, whether it's clear or brown. But like I said, this is all right. It's cool. It's great. I'm about to finish it though.
Okay. All
It's
right.
cool. I'm about to finish it. But
Yeah, I'll finish mine as well. Yeah,
like I
yeah,
said, if y'all
yeah.
have any suggestions, man, y'all comment below, man. Let me know what I should drink on next or what I should try. So that's the if I gotta rate this drink, I would rate it probably around a 7. it's all right.
Yeah,
So
it's cool, but like something to drink.
yeah, yeah. Maybe do something a little different with this New Amsterdam pineapple, but it's all right. You know, a solid 7 because I'm gonna drink it all. Growing on me. So man, tell me a little bit, man. How's the family doing?
Oh, so like we're doing good. Jazz, she got another baby on the way. So yeah, just been taking care of her and like making sure that the kids are safe.
How many would this make it?
Number two, number
Number 2.
two, yep, number two.
Y'all know what y'all having yet?
We're having a girl. Yep.
Okay, how far along is she?
She is 30 weeks now, so
Oh, so it's fastly approaching.
fastly it is. Oh, like I've been on my little daddy duties, for like the past couple of weeks, just preparing for it. So yes, sir.
Definitely, man. I mean, being a dad is one of the great experiences out
Completely.
there. Because those kids they will humble you real quick.
Hey, my 2-year-old's doing that already.
Yeah,
Already.
so it's like yeah. And one thing about kids though, at that age, they don't know how to lie. They always gonna tell you the truth, right?
Always.
Unless they'll be like, "I didn't do it; they did it." That's the only lie that they know. But
Hmm.
at this point, they just whatever they just say what's on their mind. They have
And
no
that's that.
filter. They have no filter, man, and you just gotta put up with it. You know.
Of course. Always,
But
always. You have
they full of life. They full of life, and they will give you life as well.
always, always. And you know what? It's up like having my first one, like she's 2 years old. Having that first one, like it made me open my eyes, it just like seeing, like seeing her well, like seeing my wife giving birth to her, and like it made me, like believe, made me believe in God a lot more. So like I was already believing in him, but it made me, believe in him a whole lot more. So
I'll just tell you, wait till they get a little bit older when they
oh
could.
hey,
My
so, hey, she's a little terror sometimes.
mine is 8. Mine is 8, and I'm telling you right now, she is. For one, kids don't they never forget anything.
No,
That they
never.
got a memory like crazy, right? Because you
Most
think, oh,
definitely.
they'll forget it. Oh no,
Mm-mm.
they know they will keep that locked in their brain. Uh, but another thing too about kids when they're growing up, man, they just like they just want to know so much.
They do. They already do. Um.
Enjoy it
Mhm.
now too because at that age they're gonna want to help you around the house. They're gonna want to do this, and that's the time you could bond with your kid and everything, right?
Always. Of
So
course.
it's like, hey, you want to help? Okay, let's do it together. I ain't gotta do it by myself. You got
Hmm.
somebody else to help you. It could be something simple, but at least they just want to help because they see you doing it. They want to join in.
Always, always. Like every time when I'm like cleaning up around the house and everything. Like here she goes, like picking up her toys as well, and I'll be like, okay, hey, let's knock this out together.
And it's
Yep.
gonna get to a point where those memories, because the time
Hmm.
gonna go by real quick. She's gonna be
Always.
older, and she don't want nothing to do with you. She gonna like, can I have your phone?
Mhm.
Basically, it's her way of saying, can I have
You
this?
like,
And I want y'all to leave me alone. That's
of
what it.
course.
That's what it
Yep.
is. Like I said, they growing up in this era of technology where they don't know nothing but this, and
Hmm.
with all everything that's at their palms, is like
Yeah.
man, I can only imagine when I was a kid and we had all of this in our
Exactly. So
hands.
since we ain't had no technology, like it was what's that? Red light, green light, the hopscotch and everything, things like that.
Yeah,
But
definitely,
now,
man.
now they different.
Way different. I just keep thinking about like school too, right?
Oh yeah.
Because
Hmm.
imagine if we had Google back then. We could have the Wikipedia and all that stuff.
Hmm.
how much easier our reports will be,
Of course, right?
if we had the YouTube where they were explaining like different math equations, and if we needed help, we could, go on YouTube and learn this
Go on
stuff,
YouTube.
do
Yeah,
all this
I know,
stuff.
right? Yeah,
It's
like that's crazy. Hey,
like
it's
my
like it's mhm.
my daughter would never understand what it's like to do a book report and having to go to the library and find books because your teacher wants 10 sources
Yeah,
for your however many pages for this report, to where it's so easy. You can go online and get your 10 sources and do it right then and there. And you ain't got to write it. Some
mm-mm.
people didn't have computers back then. You had to go to the library and
Yep. It's a
type your stuff
get the
out.
book. Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, you got laptops now. Shoot, they giving the kids laptops, to work on their stuff these days.
Always.
And is also why I say we had an advantage, because we could say we never got this, because they might say, "Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
forgot to give it to you." Oh no, you gotta do it, because they send it through you on online, and you gotta turn it
Yeah.
back in online. So that's the advantage that we had. And another advantage that we had was that we could hide our report cards.
Of
They
course.
can't.
Hey. Yep. They can't. Nope. Not at all. It's like everything is like already like doing like the digital report cards now, where like to the
Yeah,
parents. Okay. Cool.
you
Back
have
then we ain't
access.
had none of that.
You have access to your child's grades at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I
All
know what
time.
my daughter has, like right now, right? They could say, "Oh, report cards are up, this, that, and the third." I could just go on there. I could see what my daughter's grades are at this very
Mm-hmm.
moment.
You can't do that. Hey. Yep.
And I felt bad. I'm like, shit, y'all can't hide from us.
Nope. Not at all.
I mean, I
Nope.
could probably say that my daughter's doing great in school. She's in the third grade. I'm
Yeah.
proud to say that. But I
Blessings.
just keep thinking to myself, if that was me when I was her age, I would have been in so much
Oh
trouble.
yeah, but hey, same here. Same here. So,
Because
like especially during middle school. My goodness, man,
man, I'm telling everybody, your parents have access to all your stuff.
everything. Yep.
So when they know you
Mhm.
didn't turn in your homework, they could go on there and they could say, "Oh, wait, you got a missing assignment. Why this assignment ain't turned in?"
No, yeah.
So they got all
Hmm.
that stuff on there. They got everything that you've done, from the quizzes to the classwork, all that
Hmm.
stuff. They got your grades in the class so far for this quarter right now. And it's like, yo,
Yeah.
parent parent teacher
Scary.
conference.
Look, like it's scary for the kids out here.
And I'm not gonna say, I ain't gonna lie, I was not a good
Hmm.
student. I was an okay student.
Hmm.
I don't know how I went to college and graduated from college. I'm just gonna be honest with that, because I was
Yeah.
not really like the best of the best students. I was okay,
Yeah. It's
but
just the same here. Yeah. Hmm.
but I just keep thinking, like, all the grades I had really started in middle school. Elementary school was cool, but middle school all the way through high school, man, ain't no way I could get away
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. It's the same here, especially with the things that I've did in school. Nope. Not at all. So because of like I'll also type where like let's say if a teacher like grade an assignment or whatnot, right? I'll write over that assignment with that with the best handwriting or something and try to like rearrange it.
You
Can't do
can't
that
do
these
that.
days.
Nope,
Nope.
you can't do it, because even if you try to do it, they still will go online and see the
Hmm.
actual like grade itself. Like how well you did. If it was like a 10 out of a 10, and they put the letter grade right there,
Hmm.
that's how they do it. So it's like, yo, hey, you can't do nothing now.
Nope,
I
not at
feel
all.
I feel bad for you, because there was times where I hid my progress report, my report cards,
Yep.
because I already
You
knew
and
I
I
was gonna be
both.
in trouble.
You and I both. You and I both. Yep.
And it's like, And it's crazy too because another part of it, let's just say you in high school.
Yeah, yeah.
How in this school district where we are.
Yeah.
They know when you miss a class.
Oh.
So if you decide to skip,
you can't even
right,
skip school now?
dude, let me tell you something. They would know when you did not show up for school. So if you said, "Oh, I went to school today," and they go on there and they like, "No, you didn't."
Oh yeah. Yo, we had it easy. Man, we had it easy.
So it's like, hey, man, just go to school. Now, if you're sick and that's a legitimate reason, of course, your parents will already know because they have taken you where you need to go. But if you're okay and you think you're just gonna skip and you're gonna go be with your girlfriend, be with your boyfriend, nah, man. So I remember
nothing that going on.
What was it? Kindergarten? That's when COVID hit. My daughter was in kindergarten that second semester in 2020. But before then, if my daughter was absent and I knew she was absent because she was with me, I would get a call from the school saying, "Hey, your daughter's not at school." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, because she's here with me because she's not feeling too good." So we would get that type of notification saying, "Hey, she ain't here." So it's like they own it now, so you can't do nothing. You just if you legitimately sick, stay home and just suffer it. You know what I mean? You can't get now. They trying to cover all the bases and all of that stuff. Feel bad for you guys.
Yeah, it's the same here. Same here. So because we used to like skip school or whatnot. Hey, like as long as ain't no more than 5 days, we good. but hey, after seeing that,
hey. What high school did you go to?
Oh, so my freshman year I was in Kenwood, but on that second semester, that's when I went to Rossview. I graduated from Rossview, class of 2013.
Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, man, you young buck, man. Shoot. I went to the same high school, but
word, okay.
But see, I graduated in 2006.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, I went to the school the second year it was open. Because the first year I was down at the middle school when they were open. I was in the 8th grade when they first opened. And I was at that middle school. I was at that middle school the first 3 years it was open, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I understand. Yep.
Same thing with Sango Elementary. I was at that school the first 3 years it was open. 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade.
Okay.
The only school that I didn't go to that was new was St. B.
Sandy?
St. B.
St. St. B. Oh, St.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I know I know where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, but like elementary and middle school. Let's talk about I was in Kenwood and at high school. Like that's why I went to Rossview and I graduated from there. So,
but I tell you this, there's some schools out here that got some issues. You know the two schools I'm talking about.
Hey, I already know. Hey.
We're not gonna get into that right now, but
no.
But here, without mentioning one of the schools, I gotta say this. Something is blowing my mind about, and this is the newest school in the city, the newest high school, right? I'm not talking about the middle school because they got a brand new middle school up, on the opposite side of Rossview.
Okay.
But this particular high school, I'm not understanding the makeup and the mentality of it. You're in the suburbs. Like, I'm not understand. Like, somebody tell me something.
I don't understand it neither.
The other school, I understand. I get that. But this other school,
yeah.
I mean, you heard what happened at the very first football game in the season?
Crazy.
You heard, but see, it's the crazy thing is, it's like now what's going on now? It's like at our high school, the high school we went to a couple weeks ago, they had the big old brawl at school, right? Where, somebody got sent to the hospital. It was like, and I was thinking to myself, actually, I was talking to a guest that was on my platform a couple of weeks ago, and her child goes to our school we went to, and I was telling her, I was like, they had all of that in one day. I remember when I was in high school, we barely got 2 fights in a year.
Oh, trust me. So like they get busy at Rossview. Yeah, they get busy at Rossview. So like, yeah, they get busy down there. I remember it was like my sophomore year, right? Like there was like this huge brawl, right? Like it was like it was like one set against another set, and like all I remember, all I saw was paper flying around, and my teacher was like, "Yo, like just go to the classroom, D. Go to the classroom, D." And I was like, "Oh, all right, cool." But yeah,
y'all badass kids just.
I know, right?
Sometimes they say, I'm gonna say something that's very unpopular, but I don't care. Sometimes they say our kids are our future. At times, I start to doubt that.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like, and it's because of technology now. Everybody's so quick to throw. Well, let's be honest, everybody can't throw hands, but everybody could jump somebody though. And
of course.
It's just that, and it's also made it worse too when people are so quick to pull out their phones and start recording.
Yeah. All you hear is, and when you hear that world star. Oh yeah.
Here's the funny thing: you don't even hear that no more. They just go recording and they post it on other platforms. It could be Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah,
so it's like
that. That is crazy.
So it's like, man, you know what? I'm really worried about our future.
Same here. I am as well.
Sure. Why y'all fighting for me? It's just school.
Exactly.
I mean, I know y'all probably had some beef outside of school. Y'all can't wait to get outside.
See, that's the thing outside, too. Right? Yeah, like
we waited till after school was over.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
To handle our business, but inside of school, where I'm trying, like I ain't trying to fight. I'm trying to learn. The heck. Yep.
If somebody fought in school, that means something happened at that particular moment that led to that fight. It wasn't building up, from outside or over a couple of days. It happened at that particular moment. Somebody said something that somebody didn't like, or, whatever the case may be. Somebody might took somebody's girl or boyfriend, whatever, and, and it happened right then and there. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seemed like when I heard about that, it was like, okay, that had been building up for a long. It had to
for a minute, yeah.
And you did it. It was their homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wait, was it their home? No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. It was a regular pep rally.
Yeah,
their homecoming. Yeah, their homecoming was the following week. But it was just a pep rally, and that's where it took off. I'm like, man, y'all know how much of a privilege it is just to get out of class and have a little
fun? It's like have a little fun, right? Yeah, like even my school knew that when there's a pep rally, we just behave. Like even people knew that. Now it's just I don't know what's going on.
It's just the times that we're in, man. You got the football games going. This is that moment. Like you and I, we both love football, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you might catch a high school game. It could be like on ESPN or something like that. One of those type programs in the country, or it could be like a city rival game, and you probably just go back and you want to go check them out, see how it is.
Yeah,
right?
Or it could be see how things are.
Right. It could be the college ranks, or it could be the pro ranks. So people don't understand, like, these technically like 4 days in a row. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, right? Well, I'm gonna take it back. Thursday, because we got Thursday night football. So you got Thursday, Friday, basically it's high school. You got Saturday, which is college, and of course you
Yeah,
got
it's Sundays it's NFL. Yep,
yeah, Sunday, Monday, NFL. So, you know, this is that time of the year, like I'm
of
excited
course.
about. You know,
Hey, hey,
I'm not too excited about my Steelers right now because we playing like, well, the offensive side is playing like trash, not our defense. Our defense is actually playing pretty good, but our offense is just, we got to make a decision. We got to change some things up. We got some things we got to figure out. And
yeah,
I blame Ben Roethlisberger because his ass should have retired years ago, but
yeah.
he stayed.
He's still playing.
No, he's retired now. But what I'm saying
Oh,
was he should have retired about 5 years ago. If he
okay.
would have retired about 5 years ago, then we would already have somebody in, you
Rebuild.
know, rebuild that side of the ball. But man, it's just been offensively, we just got problems. What about
Yeah.
your team?
Oh, my team, New York Giants. I mean, like we're doing good so far this season. Like even though like we lost to the Cowboys last week, but we doing good. Um, I feel like that this past Sunday, it's gonna be like our last week of us catching a W because all the quarterbacks are injured. So the running back got played quarterback. So yeah,
Who
so
who do y'all playing?
oh, like you talking about like this week coming up?
Yeah,
Um, I don't, I don't even know. So like I think we got Washington. Hold on.
because I know
I know.
our schedule's tough. Man, our defense could keep us in the game. It's just
Mhm.
offensively, man. We don't put up points, we ain't gonna win.
Yeah. So we got Green Bay on Sunday. Yep. Yeah, we got Green Bay on Sunday.
Y'all
And
playing
so
in Green Bay or in or
I
in?
I think it's home. I think it's home because last week
Okay.
we went away. So yeah. So I think it's gonna be home. But hey, have you been hearing about the Packers recently?
What happened?
Oh, so from what I've heard that the Packers has been killing it this season so far. So this gonna be a tough one for us.
I wouldn't say they've been killing it. I mean, they got lucky past the Buccaneers. So it's
Mhm.
really no team has really stood out. So
Well,
I think we gotta wait maybe a couple more games until we
mhm.
kind of like get that separation, like who's standing out. You
Yeah.
know, um, I know the Giants are starting off pretty well. Like I said, my Steelers, we're not doing too good right now. But things could, turn around. You know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Things
Of
could turn
course,
around.
like it's still
Um,
early in the season, so yep.
yeah, yeah. And
Mhm.
and back to what I was saying about social media, how you could piss people off with one post.
Yeah.
When it comes to football,
Oh yeah.
because you gotta think your team plays once a week, maybe
Hmm.
twice a week if they play on a Thursday, right? So when you make a statement, right?
Hmm.
And I've had people come at me because I'm a Steelers guy, like I said. I got a lot of family members who cheer for other teams, especially the Titans, right? I'll cheer for the Titans. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Titans fan. Matter of fact, Derrick Henry is right now my favorite player in the NFL. Let's
Yeah,
get it right because he's a
of
beast
course.
of a running back.
He is. He is. He is. He is. Salute
And
to him.
yeah, so if you like me, when you're talking about the Steelers franchise and you look about look at the all-time greats, first thing you go to is defensive players and the running backs. He remind
Hmm.
me of like Jerome Bettis, just physically gifted, like he's a man amongst men,
Hmm.
right? Is that I wish he was a Steeler. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
But the
I
Titans,
hear that.
the Titans slash Oilers franchise have always had a great running back. That's
Always.
that's what
Always.
they were known. They always had a great running back.
Great running back.
So
Always.
for what he's doing, doesn't
Hmm.
surprise me.
No.
But anytime my team plays against the Titans and we win, I'm excited. But then I got everybody coming for me. And I'm like, yo, yeah, I am a Titans fan. Me a Steelers fan. But I do cheer for the Titans too. I'm also a Titans fan.
Of course,
Just
yeah.
when they're not
It's
playing,
the same here. Yeah,
just
but it's not playing my team. Then yeah, of
yeah.
course though. Yep,
So
I
it's
hear that.
I'm at that point, and I remember it was one season, my Steelers played the Titans in Nashville, and we won. I'm excited. Everybody was talking trash to me and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And once we won, I was like, good win, Steelers. And everybody like, come on, you a Steelers fan? You can't be serious. I'm like, yeah, I've always been a Steelers
Yeah.
fan. Like, I remember when we didn't have a football team in this state.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think
Exactly.
how many Cowboys fans we got here, how many 49ers fans, how many Raiders
Oh yeah,
fans,
not the 49ers.
how many Steelers fans, how many
Yeah.
Giants fans, how many Eagles fans, you know, Packers
It
fans.
was yeah, they're everywhere. Hey, they still everywhere. But yeah.
Yeah. But
Um
don't get mad at me. Now
nah.
I could have said something. I could have been like, hey, y'all need to win the Super Bowl before y'all could talk to us. Just get one.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'll be rubbing it in their face. Yep. I'll be rubbing it in their face of it, because I remember on the season opener, right? Like I even went to the game, I was there with my Giants jersey on, so like my wife, she had on Titans, and we were sitting around the Titans fans or whatnot, right? I felt like I was the only cereal in a bowl of milk that game. But hey, everybody was talking crap and stuff at the beginning of the game and stuff on how the Titans are going to how the Titans are going to win or whatnot. But I'm like, hey, we got 4 rings. What y'all have? Just talking junk at them.
They hate that though. They hate that.
They do. Hey, they hate it.
And I said,
They
man,
do.
y'all gonna have to
Yeah.
bring back some of the legends to come back to help y'all because and
Yeah.
here, now here's the thing I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Last year in the playoffs, right? They were playing the Bengals.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was rooting for the Titans in that game. I was rooting for them. I was like, okay,
yo,
we gonna take this. And
no, look, man, look.
mm-hmm.
And this makes me mad. I don't care if you cheer for the team or not, but as a football fan, this makes you mad because of the coaching decision that was made on the field.
Yeah,
All you had to do was run out the clock. Your running game was killing that team.
exactly.
You put the ball in your quarterback's hands.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? You were
Why?
dominating the line of scrimmage. They were running the ball. All you had to do was pick up another first down. It's over. That was it.
And
But you
that's it.
put the ball in the quarterback's hands. Why? Look, let's get one thing straight. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's I believe the quarterback position is the most overrated position of all the sports.
It is completely.
Because the truth of the matter is not every quarterback is equal, right?
Nope, not at all. It's like the last couple of seconds when Eli was playing, like this dude was playing like Ray Charles on the field. So
right.
Didn't know. Uh-huh.
And why would you change something up that they couldn't stop? Continue to run the ball.
I don't understand that.
You gave the ball to your quarterback to go make a play because you want the quarterback to be the hero, which I'm going to go back to another scenario. You remember this. Mm-hmm. And he threw the ball in double coverage and it got tipped and it was picked off. And then all they had to do was kick a field goal and win. And that's exactly what happened. That game, that could have been the Titans in the Super Bowl.
Of course, it could have been.
Because here's the thing. The Titans, and that was a good game, by the way, because I don't know how the Bengals, we knew that was a defensive game, but we knew as the time went on, it was going to come down to that running game, and the Titans was killing them in the running game. And
they were.
even though the Bengals, they play great defense, they got after Carson Wentz, not Carson, what's his name? Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
They went, I think he got sacked probably about 5 or 6 times that game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I don't know. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna have a full career with that offensive line.
No,
Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But
honestly, I haven't heard from him since the Super Bowl. Honestly, I'm just saying.
He's still getting sacked like crazy. Like I said, you gonna have to. That's why I'm saying you give all the money to the quarterback, but your money's only as good as his protection.
Exactly.
So I don't understand why not pay get more talent around the offensive line to protect this guy that you invest in all this money in. And that's another thing too I'm gonna talk about too when it comes to the NFL. But you put the ball in the quarterback's hands, basically saying, "Oh well, they probably gonna catch on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw the football, man. Until they catch on, run the football. You're dominating at the line of scrimmage. Them boys are tired. Pick up 1 first down. Game over. No, you decide to throw it. You throw it, interception. They go down, kick a field goal. It's over with.
And they won. Exactly. It's like it was like a monkey wrench in the game. It was like what are y'all doing? Like,
I was sick of it. Kind of remind me of the whole Russell Wilson in Seattle versus the Patriots.
Oh, yo, I remember that too. I remember that because yo, I remember that. Yo, all my money was on the Seahawks that game, and I was just like, dude, why did you throw the ball instead of just like running and catch a touchdown? Like, really?
Let's talk about the scenario.
It was a huge WTF moment. Like, what?
Let's talk the scenario. Okay, the play before that, I think it was probably about 2 plays before that, where Russell Wilson threw a ball and it was kind of tipped, but never hit the ground. It landed on the player. He caught it and he kind of ran down to like the goal line. So I'm thinking, oh, this is fate right here. And let's also remind too, they still had 1 timeout left. This is the sad part. You at the half-yard line.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world knows where this ball is going.
Yes, like everybody knows.
I don't care what you got 1 timeout. That's the thing about, like I said, you have 1 timeout. That means you got plenty of time to run a play. If it don't make it, you can call a timeout. Cool.
Exactly.
You could have just say, you know what? We know what we're about to do. Marshawn, this is your Super Bowl. You're going to bring us home. All the offensive linemen,
yes,
do your job. That's a beast back there. We're going to punch this thing in.
Yep. That's all they had to do. Like, because I thought the coach was going to do that. I thought they was going to, okay, Marshawn, you come up, come here, like take it all home. And that's that.
Me and my family members and friends was up on the TV like, oh, they about to punch this in, right? Because I was going for the Seahawks.
Hey, same here. Yo, all my money was on the Seahawks.
Because, I'm a Steelers fan. During that time period, the Patriots were like our biggest rival, So, of course, I'm going with the Seahawks.
Same here.
They run that BS play first off, the field is already condensed. The back ain't got to, he could just drive with ease.
Exactly.
He could put his foot on the ground, get to the ball. I believe that play, I don't think Russell Wilson has ever recovered from that play.
Nope.
Because everybody, and here's the thing, that was a potential dynasty. That could have been a new Patriots.
Exactly.
But they wanted the quarterback to be the savior. That's what pisses me off about the NFL. Forget who's the common sense says time, score, possession. We got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. We got one timeout. We got like, was it? I guess it was around a minute or so,
Yeah.
something like that. You know, this touchdown can give
Like
you the game,
why? Exactly.
and you call that play. You could have did a fake handoff and let Russell Wilson use his legs
Yeah.
because he could run in for it if you was
Of
gonna do that.
course.
But it had to be a downhill play. Forget all of that. Marshawn Lynch, your power, your speed. As soon as we get it to you, boom, hit it. You tell
Yep.
your offensive lineman, you better eat some spinach and turn into Popeye, get some
A
muscle,
yeah.
and
That's
you're gonna
that.
push them, and we're gonna get this thing in.
Hey, it's like we when we talking about this, right? It's like the only thing I could think of was Marshawn Lynch's reaction to the play. So like you saw that when he
Oh, you
was
talking about Richard Sherman? You talking about Richard
oh
Sherman when
yeah. With Sherman, yeah, his reaction, he was like, "What the heck?"
everybody
Oh man,
here, and this is the funny part.
I was.
Even Tom Brady was shocked. He was like, "Oh." Everybody who watched it, who were at the game, who witnessed it, everybody
Yep.
was in shock.
Hey,
Because that had to be, and because it is the Super Bowl,
mm-hmm.
I gotta say that's probably the dumbest play call ever.
Ever, yes, ever.
Because nobody couldn't believe it. Nobody could believe it. And if I was a player on it, look, y'all gonna have to cut me because I'm gonna say that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
And it was, man, because I remember seeing that. I remember seeing it on a family, and when that happened, I just completely cut the TV off. I said, "Yo, I'm going to bed. Good night."
And here's a little known fact: the offensive coordinator for that team got the Falcons job right the next season. Mm-hmm. They went to the Super Bowl to play the Patriots. Mm-hmm. Like I said, once again, bad decisions. You up 25-3 in the middle of the third quarter. Why are you throwing the football? What are you trying to do? Run the score up so you can embarrass them? That came back and bit you, and they won in overtime. Mm-hmm. Biggest collapse in football history. All because
you talk about the Falcons?
Yeah, Falcons and the Patriots.
Oh yeah. So like I remember that one, man. Because like that was an upset, man. Like yeah, that was an upset, and no, that was actually the only season, right, where I supported the Falcons. Okay, like I used to talk bad about the Falcons. I used to call them dirty birds and everything, right? And so like I do not like the Falcons at all. But when that game was going on, I was supporting the Falcons. And I was like, okay, this is the right time. And so this is, it's Black History Month, And so like Falcons, like, hey, everybody's black on the team. This is history. And that second half, I was like, what the heck is going on?
It was I couldn't even believe it. I sat there like, yeah, I know those strippers. Here. I know the strippers in Atlanta, they was pissed too, because they like, oh, we're gonna have a big celebration. Because they were on their way. They were on their way.
Yep.
No, instead of the coach running the football, shorten the game, let that clock run, you kept throwing the football, that clock was stopping. You can't give the greatest quarterback of all time opportunities.
Nope.
You gotta know who you're going against.
Exactly. You have to know.
You gotta know that coach. You gotta know that coach. You gotta know that quarterback. You gotta know that system. You know what you're up against. You give that man too many opportunities, he's gonna burn you. And that's what happened.
Yep, and exactly. That's exactly what happens, Like, and I can say, man, like whenever the Giants, right, whenever they went against the Patriots and Tom Brady, so like, like the Giants study the Patriots, like they study their game. They were like, okay, so like we cannot throw this, so like we gotta have our defense on tight, and they did.
They had their defense was tight in their running game. That's what also did it too.
Exactly. That's exactly what did it. So
and Eli had to make 1 or 2 plays during out that game. That's all you needed.
Mm-hmm. And that's that. So
I'm getting pissed off thinking about that. It's just bad coaching decisions, man. It's just
It
like
is. Hey, completely. Hey, I agree with you. I completely agree with you, man. It was like it was a bad decision. It's like what the heck are they doing?
speaking of that, I'm gonna ask you two more questions before we get out of here.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
the first thing I know you probably heard what happened with Miami Dolphins and
Mm.
the Tua situation and how um, he basically played Sunday and Thursday. Sunday, um, he fell, hit the back of his head, got up,
Oh. Uh-huh.
and he shook it off. Like when he shook his head like this, I knew concussion because he hit
Mm-hmm.
pretty hard on the back of his head, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he got up, he was walking, and he stumbled to the ground, right? So we all
Mm-hmm.
knew that was like a concussion, right?
Yeah.
But the doctor said no, it was a back ankle injury. First off,
What?
that's not a back and
Nah,
ankle
nah,
injury.
nah, nah, nah.
That is a
That's
doggone head
concussion.
injury.
Yeah, that's a head injury.
Because you don't, if you had a back injury, you will be
Mm-hmm.
holding your back, right?
Of course.
You don't shake your head trying to
Mm-mm.
dust it off, and then you trying to run
No.
back, and all of a sudden you stumble like all the way back to the ground. You got some linemen holding you
Mm-hmm.
up, and the fact that he went back in a few plays later.
On Thursday?
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
was
A few
Sunday.
plays later. Uh-huh.
This was on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Then they had a game on Thursday. Now, if you had a head injury,
Mm-hmm.
you being a fan of football, you know for a fact that person shouldn't play a few days later.
Nope. Nope. He shouldn't. He shouldn't be playing.
He played a few days later, right? Everything was going good. When you go back and look at that play, first one, he was holding the ball too long. So that's how he got caught. And then when he got caught, the guy, tackled him, kind of like slung him down a little bit. But he hit his head again, and his fingers start to lock up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The NFL already
Yeah.
came out and said that day on Sunday, going back to Sunday, that they were doing an investigation onto why he went back into the game so soon.
Yeah.
And now
Exactly.
he basically made his head injury a lot worse.
A lot worse.
When his fingers got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
That'd take him off the field on a stretcher. Now everybody was talking. It was like the biggest topic, and basically in sports.
Mm-hmm.
As a coach, right?
Yep.
As a coach, this is why I say some coaches are greater than others, right?
They are.
Because you have to coach X's and O's. You got to come up with a strategy and put a system in place and all of that, motivate your players. But the number one key to coaching is your player safety.
Exactly. Your player safety.
If the doctor said, "Oh no, it was a back injury," first off, we all saw that was no back injury.
Yeah, exactly.
And you allowed that player to go back in for his safety. Sometimes you just got to protect the player from themselves.
You have to. So because I like if I was the coach on that if I was a coach like on that team and I saw that, I would have been like, yo, sit it out for the rest of the game and stuff. Rest, relax, and just, honestly, like I take it to the doctor, get his, get his head checked out, for at least for take him out for like a month
2 weeks.
or two. Yeah,
I'll give at least 2 weeks top, just at a minimum, just to see how he is. But no, you don't put a player back in the game. Clearly, it was a head injury, and then you saw the results of it, and you decide to put him out. No, you got to protect the player from themselves, because you got to think in professional sports, you have a short window, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then with those injuries, and we all know about the head injuries come to football and everything like that, that could have long-term effects.
Of course.
So I just think that what they did And I think they changed the injury report just in getting back in the game. I think it was some shadiness going on, in my opinion, because we all know that was no back and ankle injury.
Nope.
Let's just call it what it is. You don't stumble like that with a back and ankle injury. So
it's like, because like if it was an ankle injury, so like I'll be walking and limping, you know, or it was a back, I'll be holding, you know, holding my back. But you know, like if he like running, then like he's like stumbling, like basically like just falling over or stuff while he's like trying to run. Then yeah. That's something different. That's something else.
Yeah, so
something else.
you know, I'm waiting to see what the independent investigation finds in all of this.
I know, right?
And because you know that particular team don't really get a pass from me because everything they did with Brian Flores, he brought that because that team started off bad, and basically they were saying, "Hey, look, the owner was telling them to tank on purpose," and he coached that team up in spite of them and had them win a record after they started the season like 0-7. He came back and finished the season, I think, at 9-7, and he still got fired.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
I'm like, you gonna mess with the integrity of a game like that? I don't care if you are an owner. You don't mess with the integrity of the game because these guys, they got livelihoods. You see what I'm saying? This coach, he got a reputation because his reputation can land him, other jobs. So I'm glad to say he's on the Steelers staff. Appreciate that, Mike Tomlin. But they've been going through too much this year alone, and there's just another bad thing that happened to the franchise. So, Tua, man, thoughts and prayers with you, man. I hope you get better. Take some time off, man. You don't need to be back on that field soon.
Nope. Take that time. Just
your health is very, very important.
Yep,
always remember that. So before we get out of here, I gotta ask you your predictions, right?
Okay.
So far this season, who's the team? I'm gonna ask, it's kind of like a couple of questions, so just roll with
me. Okay. All right, go ahead. Yep.
So far this season, who has been the team that impressed you the most?
The team that impresses me the most. I'm going to say the Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I don't like the team, okay, because it's a huge rivalry between the Jazz and the Eagles, but seeing them 4-0 and so I'm impressed. I'm impressed from there.
What about the
how
team?
They handle things on the field?
What about the team that's been the most disappointing? Because I got one.
The team that's been the most disappointing?
I got one. I already know what my team is. I just want to know who yours is first.
I'm gonna have to say the Titans, man. I'm gonna have to say the Titans is disappointing. The reason being is because I wasn't expecting. Well, even though what's their record? They're 2-2, right?
Yeah, I think they won their last two. Did they?
They did.
I think they did.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, right? Like I wasn't I don't know how to explain it. So like I just wasn't expected for them to to start their season losing. But hey, they're picking up the steam. I'm a little disappointed, but at least they're picking up steam.
Yeah, I'm not disappointed in the Titans. Like I said, it's still early on, and this is a long season.
Yeah, it's still early on. So
I would say, to be biased, mine would be the Steelers because how we're starting off. But to me, the most disappointing team is the Raiders. That's to me the most.
Yeah.
That team, because they were like that sleeper team, like one of those teams that could disrupt things, but now it's like, yo, this
what's going on?
Something ain't right here. It's a disappointment, right? So I'm like, hey,
completely, yo, I completely forgot about their team.
Most disappointing team, man, out there. Yes. Last question, man. your predictions of what you've seen so far. This is just early predictions. So
Early
it
predictions.
could change. So we're just going by
Mm-hmm.
what we have seen so far this season. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What two teams do you see? One team out the AFC, one team out the NFC playing against each other in the Super Bowl. Who would that be?
That's a good question. NFC, right? Um, I might just say the Philadelphia Eagles on the NFC. It's because of how they playing. Like I said, I don't like them, but like I respect the game. AFC. That's a good one. AFC.
Like I'm with you with the Eagles. Like so far, just
Yeah,
this
like
season. So
yeah.
far,
So
just
far,
this like
mhm,
the few games that they have played, Eagles, yeah. Now, like I said, it's going to change over the course of the season. So
of course, of course.
don't like
Oh
come
yeah,
down
yeah.
our
Nah,
throats because it's
nah.
very early in the season. We're just going by the sample size that we have right now. So I agree with the Eagles. Now, for
Of course.
me, the AFC, if I had to pick
Yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Because
be honest, man.
I'm thinking
I'll have to go
it's
with I gotta go with Kansas City, man. I
Kansas
gotta go with
City. You think
uh,
so?
I gotta go
Okay.
with the Chiefs because
The Chiefs.
they just had a huge win, and if Patrick Mahomes is on that, he's on that path.
Mm-hmm.
That team's unstoppable, man. So we'll see. Every team out there that
You
had their
know,
challenges early on, but I think right now, going forward, I think the Chiefs gonna be that team that gonna do it. But like I said, the AFC is a little tight, so I don't know. But
yeah,
that's why I'm.
exactly. So like it's yeah, like I can see either Kansas City or either Kansas City or the Titans. I can see either or. Like yeah, so like the Titans had a bad start, but I have a feeling that they're going to turn things around. I really do have a feeling that they're going to turn things around. But but yeah,
I'm a.
I agree. I agree with you for the Kansas City. So like I forgot about them. Patrick Mahomes, he kind of like low key reminds me of Tom Brady in a good way. What I mean? Like that. The respectable Tom Brady. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah. So like you can tell that like he's like one of his students. Basically. So.
But if I gotta throw some sleepers in there just to throw them in there, I'm gonna
Mhm.
say Buffalo. Buffalo's gonna be that sleeper.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
well,
They're doing good this season.
I'm not gonna call them a sleeper because they could legitimately, get there.
Hmm.
At the NFC, I don't know, man, because you got the teams. I mean, you got the Rams.
Yeah.
You have. I don't believe in the Cowboys gonna make it. That I'm just gonna.
Oh.
I don't
Mm-mm.
believe they're gonna make it.
I don't
I
want for them to make it.
I think they would have a
Oh
good
yeah,
regular season,
yeah.
but I don't really see them as Super Bowl
Super
contenders.
Bowl. No.
Um,
Mm-mm.
I think when Tom Brady get his weapons and they start gelling, like start getting on that roll, that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a scary team because you don't want to face them really. And
Mm-mm.
no, I'm not gonna count the Packers out just because of Aaron
No.
Rodgers. So that those are other teams I would mention, but as of right now, what we see, I gotta go with Kansas City,
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles. Um, but
Mm-hmm.
once again, people, it can change.
It
So
can. It can.
it's very,
Hey,
very early in the season. So
hey. It's like you may never know. So like the Eagles might have a undefeated season. Then they get like they lose on the first round of the playoffs. Who knows?
it has happened. So,
Hey, it happens. Yeah.
but yeah, definitely, man. Listen, we're coming to the end of the episode. I
Okay.
like to give my guests the last word. So if there's anything that you would like to say, also let them know about your upcoming album, where they can
Mm-hmm.
listen, and also too your where they can find you at social media, or just know anything that comes to your mind, anything you want to say. The floor is yours.
Oh
So
yeah.
have at it.
Well, yeah. So, first things first. My album's coming out like at the end of this month, and the end of October, beginning of November. It's going to be like on every single streaming website, and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, with the handle Neek is me. You can type it NEAKISME, that's me right there. And my final words to everybody, man, is stay positive, man. And if you have any goals, or you have any plans for your life, well, like go ahead and achieve them. Remember this: it's like a winner never quits, and a quitter never wins. And just stay positive, man, and stay healthy out there, everyone, and um, live life to the fullest. So,
Definitely, man. And again, let's support him. Let's go follow him. Let's tell your friends and family about him, man, because he's out here working hard. He got new things in the works. So let's uplift him. You could also send him some encouraging words, to keep him going on this path that he's on. So once again, man, I appreciate you for coming on. And also too,
no
man.
problem.
Also too, make sure y'all follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And also make sure y'all like and subscribe to Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Also hit that notification bell right there. And make sure y'all catch all the episodes of Drinking After Dark. New episodes will be uploaded every Friday. Okay, every Friday on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or whatever you listen to podcasts. So y'all support, tell your friends and family about Drinking After Dark podcast. D, appreciate you for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me on here, man.
We gotta do this again, man. So
hey, of course, man, of course. Hey, so like anytime, man. It's so like anytime, bro. Anytime.
Appreciate it. I'm Darius from Drinking After Dark podcast, and we out. Peace.
Gotta get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. So you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and they. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.